welcome to Reish on Wings. Hope all of you are taking good care of yourself. Today is another top 5 video, and this time it's the top 5 attractions in Dubai. You, me and everyone knows that Dubai is a land of dreams where one actually dares to dream big and convert those dreams into phenomenal realities. So now when I sit down to list all the top 5 attractions in Dubai, it's kind of overwhelming. And by the way, if you're new here and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and click the bell button so that you will be notified whenever I upload new travel videos. As I always say, these are the top 5 of the places which I have visited in Dubai and not necessarily better than the other attractions that they make it to the list. So that's kind of a disclaimer. Also watch till the end because I'll be talking about few other attractions which I couldn't visit but love to experience if at all I visit Dubai again. So let's get started. I was a little doubtful thinking whether I should include Dubai Dolphinarium in this list. Obviously it is super fun to watch the dolphins and seals dancing and playing with the balls and all that, but it doesn't seem fun for them, and in fact it's a tremendous torture. For the same reason, I thought I shouldn't go there, but at the end I gave in just because I couldn't resist watching these beautiful creatures in action. So I went there. I'm guilty of that. I don't know whether you guys have noticed this before. These dolphins, the bottlenose dolphins, they seem to smile all the time. Unfortunately, it's not a real smile. It's an illusion because of its facial structure, and that hides all its mystery. So it's up to you to decide whether to go or not. If you wish to see the Dubai dolphins, Dubai Creek Park is the place to go. That's where Dubai Dolphinarium is located. And you need an Ennoil card to enter the Creek Park. Ennoil card is a smart card that you use in Dubai to pay for the various transport modes like Dubai Metro, buses and all that. So this Ennoil card is required, and a minimum of 5 dirhams should be there in the card. And if at all if you don't have the card, you can buy this card at the entrance of the Creek Park for 25 dirhams. There are 3 shows of 45 minutes duration from Monday to Saturday at 11 AM, 2 PM and 6 PM. Ticket cost around 50 dirhams for adults and 30 dirhams for children, and the tickets can be booked through the official site of Dubai Dolphinarium. And in addition to this, lot many other shows are there like the exotic bird show, 5D, 7D cinemas and the mirror maze. Would you believe me if I tell you that you can have fun in Dubai with just 1 dirham, that is 20 Indian rupees? Well, for that you need to go to Old Dubai or the Deira area. Historically, this has been the commercial center of Dubai with all the major international trade. Now it has lost the importance as a commercial center, but still it's fun to explore as you get a glimpse of Dubai, what it used to be once. You can explore this area on foot and get a feel of the Emirati culture. This Old Dubai area has lots of alleyways started with small shops. These are known as souks. You have gold souks, spices souks, textile souks, you have lots of them. Fun fact is, some of the things that you see in the big malls of Dubai come here first, then they are sold at a higher price in the malls. You can bargain in the souks, even in gold souks. You're expected to do that. I'll tell you another thing. I'm extremely bad in bargaining, but I decided to experiment my bargaining skills in Old Dubai and it worked like a miracle. So you also should try that. You would see spices which you haven't seen before. You would see gold ornaments that have made their way to the Guinness Book of World Records and many other surprising things. So keep your eyes wide open when you're in Old Dubai. If you're not interested in shopping, don't worry. Just walk through the alleyways, get the feel, then take 1 dirham and hop onto the water taxi of Dubai, the Abras. You just have to spend 1 dirham for an Abra ride in the Dubai Creek waterway that separates Old Dubai from Good Dubai. This is the cheapest yet fun activity to do when you are in Dubai, so it should not be missed for sure. You would be amazed for sure when you see Dubai Marina, which is a city within a city. It's a city built with so much passion that you keep wondering about the perfection, sophistication and the luxury that you see around you when in Dubai Marina. An artificial canal built in the desert with an ultra modern city around it. Only Dubai can do it. 8-kilometer walkway called Marina Walk stretches along the 3-kilometer shore of Persian Gulf. Lots of cafes, hotels and restaurants are lined along this Marina Walk. You can go for walking or cycling, but I would say the best way to explore this area is to go on a cruise or a speedboat tour. You can even rent a yacht. Dhow cruises are also available. We booked a speedboat tour with a company called Lovebirds and it was 140 dirhams per person. It's been many months since that happened, but I'll tell you, even now I feel super thrilled when I think about that because it was that awesome. Speedboating started at the marina area where all the boats and the luxury yachts are docked. We reached there around 10:30 in the morning. Our group was around 10 to 12 people. The guide and the captain, they were very friendly. They briefed us regarding the history of Dubai, the iconic sites we were visiting that day and all, and it was nice. They clicked our pictures too. That is something which we all would love, especially when we are at a place that is so like a dream. When we started off, we moved at a very slow pace because of the government restriction, and we were drifting slowly and we passed the magnificent buildings, the luxury yachts and all, and it was very soothing, calming experience. And once we sailed to the sea, boat gained the speed, it headed towards the iconic sites. So the tour was for 90 minutes and each one of us in the group enjoyed every minute of it. You all know about Burj Khalifa. It's the tallest building, the tallest man-made structure and an architectural marvel of not just Dubai but the entire planet. Two observation decks are there at level 124 and 148. These are for getting a bird's eye view of the downtown Dubai, the desert beyond and sunset and sunrise. My Valimaji, my mom's elder sister, she went to Burj Khalifa and she came back disappointed. She said it's overpriced and if she had known that it's just for the views then she wouldn't have gone there. But when I went to Dubai, I definitely wanted to visit Burj Khalifa and we bought the tickets for at the top. This was for level 124 and 125. We visited after 5:30 p.m. and that was peak hour, so we had to pay around 458 dirhams for 2 people. But the question is it worth paying this hefty amount? Well, it depends. We reached the top by around 6 p.m, saw the sunset from seemingly above the clouds and waited for the transition from day to night view of Dubai skyline. The building started getting lit up slowly and the view started changing. Then we took stairs to go from level 124 to 125. By 7 p.m. we saw the Dubai Fountain show. Dubai Fountain, it's the tallest choreographed fountain in the world. Fountain show is absolutely free, so if you stay longer, you can watch it multiple times. It goes off every 30 minutes. Burj Khalifa for 2 hours, saw the Dubai skyline in different modes, saw the sunset and also Dubai fountains from up above and close by. So I was definitely happy with the overall Burj Khalifa experience, but again, it's up to you to decide whether it's actually worth the price. Do you want to fall asleep watching the stars, feeling the desert mystery? If you do, be sure to book a desert safari when you're Dubai. Dubai actually lies within the Arabian desert, but when you land in Dubai, you won't get that rustic feel of the desert. All you see is luxury, and then you book a safari, you're picked up from your hotel, driven out of Dubai, and slowly the glazing buildings give way to the magical desert. It usually takes an hour or two to reach the desert camp. The first activity at the camp is dune bashing, which is kind of off-roading done on sand dunes in big 4x4 vehicles like Fortuner or Land Cruiser. You will be driven at varying speeds up and down the dunes and you're going to scream for sure, but let me tell you, this is completely safe. Just make sure that you don't have a heavy meal right before the bashing or else you will throw up. And also pregnant women and people with spinal cord problems, they should avoid this. After dune bashing, a lot of fun activities will be awaiting you like sandboarding, sand skiing, shisha smoking, camel ride, ATV ride. You can also watch performances like belly dance, tandoora dance and fire dance. while having your barbecue dinner. After that, you will be given sleeping bags to sleep in tents watching the Arabian stars. I feel this is the most beautiful experience one can have in Dubai, and now you know why Desert Safari is number one in my top 5 list. This safari is for around 9 hours, and if you don't have that much of time, you can opt for morning safari or evening safari. Evening safari is almost the same except for the overnight camping and morning breakfast and sunrise view. I actually wanted to go for the overnight safari, but due to time constraints I couldn't make it. We went for the evening safari, so maybe next time. Dubai has its winters from November to March, and this is when Miracle Garden, the flower garden of Dubai, will be open. I went in October and I missed it, so that is something which I would love to do if I ever go to Dubai again. Another thing I missed in Dubai is skydiving. Dubai has one of the most breathtaking skydiving locations in the world, that is the Palm Jumeirah Island, and I don't know, maybe someday I might do it, but not sure. Bye guys, and don't miss the fun in this video.